Hello, good morning, and welcome to another episode of the Euros Daily Debrief. I'm here with my quarter-final predictions. Start with the first games on Friday, which was Germany against Spain, and that's the very first game of the quarter-final. That should really, on form, be the final, which is quite astonishing with how this tournament sort of split itself in terms of the size of the draw. These two have been the best two teams in the tournament so far, but for me, I'm going to go for a Spain win 2-1 after extra time. Maybe I think it could go the distance, but Spain have more energy, they have more structure, they just look a little bit better. Jamal Musiala in particular has done really well for Germany, but they are sort of relying on moments, whereas Spain, again, they've got their own faults, but they do look a lot more threatening with their attack up front. They're using Morata as a sort of battering ram and playing through Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal, who I've spoken about extensively on these shows so far. So I think Germany will find it difficult against Spain, and I think that the Spanish will go through. It's going to be really interesting to see who dominates that game, because Spain and Germany have done very similar things in terms of um, playing through the midfield, but also bringing the wide players inside to cause havoc. I think Spain just do that a bit better, and that's why ultimately I'm going to go for them. The other quarterfinal on Friday is Portugal against France. Now, Portugal, I've said, have to drop Cristiano Ronaldo for me to go far in this tournament. They have to do something different. I think that was shown so much in their last 16 game against Slovenia, and they only crept through on penalties. But France are not much better in terms of how they're playing. But the difference is, I think that's more deliberate. That's more the way that Didier Deschamps wants them to play. They always play quite poorly in terms of dominating games. They ride their luck at times and take moments. The reason why I think France have not been at their absolute best in this tournament is because Kylian Mbappe hasn't been fit and hasn't been firing, and I think that's why. Because this is effectively watching a France team hobble through while Mbappe regains his fitness. I picked France as my favourites. I don't think they're going to win the tournament. I think Spain will win the tournament from here, but I think France are going to go through in this game just because they have more experience, they have that mentality, and crucially, they have a structure of a team that knows how to play through games. That I think that Portugal are a bit confused. I think that they try to play through Ronaldo, they try too hard to play through Ronaldo. I can't imagine he'll be dropped. If he is, then maybe Portugal will unlock the likes of Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva. But for me, yeah, this is a game for France to go through in. On Saturday, we've got England's game against Switzerland. I think this is where England stop their run. But Switzerland have been really impressive. They can dominate the midfield and hit out wide. That's exactly what they've done throughout the tournament. That's exactly what Slovakia tried to do early on, had success early on against England. And England just aren't looking like the team that they should be. They look like they're frustrated with one another. Their body language isn't right. They keep snapping at the press. They keep snapping at the fans. They're talking too much. It just feels like this isn't a happy camp. This isn't the type of operation that Gareth Southgate has previously run in tournaments, and I do think that's why this game is going to be one too far for England. I think that they're going to go out to a very, very organised, very, very underestimated Switzerland team. I think people will look at Switzerland on paper and think England should win this game, but it won't be that simple. Granit Xhaka has been excellent. Attacking wise, Switzerland have got a structure of playing out wide and running and stretching the back line. Without Mark Guehi, that's going to be more of a threat for England as well. There's going to be changes at the back, and I think Switzerland can take advantage of that. And I'm going to say that Switzerland are going to win this one 2-0. Netherlands against Turkey. This is probably the most entertaining game of the four and most closely fought in terms of on paper. I think I'm going to go for a Turkey win again. I think Turkey have got so much unpredictability, so much difficulty to handle when they get going with Arda Güler and Yilmaz out wide, and they've also hopefully going to welcome back Hakan Çalhanoğlu as well. This game he was missing against Austria. For me, they've just, as I say, they've got a little bit extra than the Netherlands do. The Netherlands do have quality players, as we mentioned, Cody Gakpo and Daniel Marlin out wide, but I just think that this is a team that plays too safe. It doesn't really have much of an identity. They just overpowered Romania because they were a poor side, and they were beaten by Austria in the group phases because of their poor defence. They didn't grab hold of that game at all. That's where Turkey can thrive, and I think Turkey will win this one after extra time, 2-1. Thanks very much for joining me on this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back to look back at all the quarterfinal action starting on Saturday morning. See you then. Cheers.